Good morning, traders. How are you all doing today? Today is February 14th, 2025. Market opens in about 4 minutes. And welcome to another live day trading session. I'm your host, Johnny. Excited to be here today. QQQ making new highs. NASDAQ pushing up from 531 resistance to 537 before catching a more resistance here at the top. So we do have new highs on NASDAQ market as everything does push up. There is fear in the VIX index. There is a lot of fear. So we want to make sure that we are aware of that today. Gold seems to be very bullish as well, pushing up to 1863 today before catching some resistance. And crypto also not really making any gains that we would like to see, to be honest. We're getting a lot of downward progress here. It's making lower lows and lower highs. As you can see, it can't break back above 98,500 over the last few days. Even over the course of the entire month of February, it has not been able to push up higher than 98,000. So we're waiting to see what happens. Does this push up? Does this sell off on Bitcoin? Today we are looking at LUNR again. We are looking at Lunar for a nice reversal pattern back up to some previous highs. We traded it yesterday, did really well in these areas. So we're going to try to buy that high or buy the low and sell the high again. All right, we're going to share our link around. We are live now. Okay, welcome. Glad to have you here. If this is your first time watching, we go live every single morning at market open for about 30 minutes to an hour. Causing a ruckus. Johnny, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today? Guys, sound really sold off. It's down 26% from yesterday. From highs of $15 down to $10. Could this thing go lower? Maybe even to $5? Yes, it could. Very easily. Look at this. It went through every single support level we had considered as a good support. It went through all of them. So none of these lines are even relevant. Let's just take them right off and wait for that support entry around maybe 1050. 1050 might be a good entry, but we're going to let this continue to sell off. We are not going to get too excited about this, but yeah, look at this thing. Sold off 25%. That is just insane. And we're getting our links spread around. Now, if this can bounce, we may even actually take a trade in sound back up to $14 potentially. Only if it makes sense, though. We're not going to buy if it doesn't make sense. Like if we buy at 1140, 1150 maybe. If it breaks above that level, that could potentially be a very nice trade. Right. Could we see a bounce at 1090? It's possible. Why is that? Well, because there is potential bounce here at 1050s, 1040s. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. Doesn't mean it has to. This thing could continue to sell off very easily as it is below that moving average, okay? So this is a very risky company. We're actually going to set our alert at 1150 for if it does make a little progress. Create alert above 1150. Okay, I shared that on YouTube. I shared it on the Instagram. Market is officially open. That is great to see. This thing can push up 1140. We're going to buy 20 at market. Okay, here we go. We have 40 shares in sound at 1158. We're going to get ready to sell at market when it starts to push up. Look at this green candle though. Very beautiful green candle. Let's see if we can get up just a little bit higher. We're up $10 at 11.80. We're up 12 bucks. Very nice. See if it gets the rebounds and the retest. Up of 11.58. Very risky, guys, okay? Very risky here. Lunar, we're waiting for that pullback. $19. I'd rather trade sound as it is a little cheaper. And it is oversold. Let's see if we get the retest off of that. That was a nice little move there. That was 18 million volume. 18 million volume in a single 1 minute candle. People buying in, getting that opportunity set up to go long on sound. Looking for about a 10% return here, about $50. If it can hold on sound, okay? If sound can hold. SMCI pushing up today. Look at that. It had a nice breakout. This would have been the one to trade, honestly. Look at that breakout. Already $2 a share, and I could have bought close to, 50 something shares. I'm wondering if 11 is going to be the area of support. 1090. It's going to push up again. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to buy a little bit more here. Bring our average down to 11.19. Again, very risky. This could actually continue to sell off. Yeah, this thing's going to continue to sell off. That was the little bump right there we thought was going to happen. Could actually go all the way down to 790 if it wants to. One more little push up, my friend. I'm gonna buy 50 more shares. We're at 1,500. Good morning. Good morning. 5-minute candle. Come on. Don't mess with me too much here. XPV pushing up. LUNR selling off. Holy moly. Back to resistance. Will it hold at these $19 levels? $19 levels. I think we're just going to focus on sound today. Carnage for sound, serve and WRD. Jump 100% on NVIDIA holdings. Sound AI serve Nano X in focus as NVIDIA exits stakes. Sound Hound Serve Robotics Nano X lower after filing shows no NVIDIA holdings. Wow, actually no NVIDIA holdings on here. That's interesting. Let's see, could we get a pop? All this could be due to the fact that it had NVIDIA holdings. I mean, this thing does not necessarily have to push up the way we want it to. 140 shares. I mean, I'm risking a good amount already. I'm down to 2%, to potentially make, 10 to 13% retracement. It's a little dark too, isn't it? Let me turn my light on. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. There we go. Yeah, I think sound is not going to hold. Got a lot of buyers at 1050, so we'll see. 1050 steps in. Right here. So I should have bought a huge wave of people buying in the 1040s, 1050s. If it doesn't hold 1050, we are in trouble. Lunar selling off, SMCI pushing up. Palantir testing that moving average. NNE finally breaking that. Look at that. That resistance. Very interesting resistance, isn't it? Very interesting indeed. Okay, let's see if we get any good buyers stepping in here, as this thing is starting to become oversold. Definitely oversold. Down 30% on the day. 30% on the day. That is insane. Sound down 30%, looking for that reversal setup. Lunar breaking its support. Lunar, it did break its support of $19. Crypto's up to 97, which doesn't mean much. QQQ's still a little choppy here. QQQs can push up, then we might see a little bit of progress with sound. This is my only position here. It is holding above 1050. Very risky trade, guys. Very, very risky indeed. Please do not copy me. This can continue to sell off. Causing a ruckus. How do you do the sell shares by moving the line up and down yesterday? Oh, I could show you that. On WEBULL, or really on any app that's kind of has a chart setting like this. But basically, you're gonna sell. Say you want to sell a limit order at the top. Let's see. Does this hold? Hold on 1 second. Does this hold at 1050? There's 100,000 shares buying at 1050. So we're going to buy another 50 shares at 1050. Doesn't mean it has to be right, but that's a lot of shares, guys. 100,000 shares. That is insane. And just like that, we broke resistance. Just like that. Down 5%. Mm. Yeah, I don't think this is going to turn out the way we want it to. $9.89. High at 10.25. We're going to hold for just a minute, guys. We're going to hold. Okay, so sell limit 50 shares. If you want to sell 50 shares at say 12.55, then you type in 12.55, set a limit order, and you want to include extended hours and sell sound, right? So there's 50 shares here. Now, if it gets up to this point or above it, it'll sell, right? If it pushes above this level, it'll sell. Now I can drag and drop as long as it's above it. If I drag below it, it'll sell at whatever that limit price is currently. Okay. Now, same thing applies for a stop. If a stop loss happens, you can stop limit at say 10.30. 10.30. And this will create a stop order at 10.30 underneath. See that? So if it pushes below to 10.30, I can stop myself out and take less risk. I hope that makes sense. So I can have a 50 share stop, 100 share stop, the entire position stop. Now you can also take this little thing here, and as soon as I click it, it'll sell a stop here. If I click it up here, it'll sell a limit up here. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. Hope that does help. Okay, sound retracing. We don't have to make a ton of money off of this, but it would be nice to make a few bucks on this Friday. So it is curling over on that 1040 level. A lot of buyers are stepping in. We don't really have a sell wall until 78. So 76, 78. If we can push past that, even just to get to 76, that would be around $140. 7% profit. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. 190 as 1092, 1099. So we're back to break even. We were literally at $100 in unrealized losses just a moment ago. Literally just a moment ago. So it's very nice to see us retracing back. Let's see how high we can get. I'll take 20, 50, $100 today. Easy. Doesn't mean it has to go up that high. This can actually start to sell off right now as we're talking here. Makes sense. Thank you. I was trying to do it on a trade yesterday and couldn't figure it out on WEBULL. Hey, you're welcome. Any questions related to WEBULL, feel free to reach out to me either live stream or on the Discord, and I'll be more than happy to help. Getting rejected off of this moving average. We need to get above the moving average, guys. Let's go. Let's push this thing up at least back to 1250. 1250 would be the area that I'd want to sell. 1249. We're going to go ahead and at 1249, and then you're just going to left click. If you right click, nothing happens. If you left click, it'll actually sell the order to sell. I'm also thinking about making a stop on here. So creating a stop now that we are above our order level. See, we're way up here. So if it flushes, we can get out, right? If it really, really flushes on us, we can get out. 1090, we're at 1099. There we go. That's what we want to see. So we're going to sell, we'll have 90 as a stop. We'll have 90 as an 11. Okay, we're going to do 90 at 11.15. And then we're going to actually sell a limit of 100 when we get up to 12.55, okay? If it gets up there, it might not. Then we might actually get stopped out right here at 11.15. Nope, 11.15, 11.21. $11.21. I have a $90 stop at 11.21. Okay, that just got triggered. So 11.21 got triggered as a stop when we were pushing up. We did lock in, I don't know, what's that, like $30? Yeah, we locked in 30 bucks. Let's see if we get the retest on the moving average. We have a little bit of cushion now, so that way, in case this does go south, we don't get super screwed. Testing $11 again. Let's see if this remains bullish. We're already up 1% on the day. We were up $43 just a moment ago. I should have just got in and got out real quick. But we do also want this to push up a little more, right? If we can get above that moving average, it tried. It tried for a moment, and it did for just a moment. But we need to see if it can hold and get back above that moving average, guys. Not looking bad on the 9 EMA. Okay, do you guys see that? Oh, here we go. It's going to break. We could potentially lose all of our profits, right? But we're in a little bit less of a position here. Could always buy a little bit more too at that bottom. If it does come back down and we feel like it's going to reverse, we could buy a little bit more. 1040 to 1140. I mean, that almost was a dollar move. So whoever took part in that made 8% profit very quickly, very easily. Here we go. Let's get that push back up. This is very risky, guys. I'm not even sure. You know, I'm in it to win it. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I traded this yesterday, and if we would have held, we would have been down freaking 30% of our position. I had $1,000. So we'd be down $300 today if I held sound, thinking it would go up. This is one reason why I hate holding positions overnight. I hate swing trading because you just never know. You could think the company's solid, has a great track record, been working out really well from 3 to 5 to 25, has all this support, all this resistance at these $12 levels and $17 levels, and then it comes out with really, really bad news, and that's all it takes. Just a little bit of news, and this thing sells off 30% overnight. Now you have other people thinking that it could sell off even more, back to $5. You obviously have people looking at this morning just like I am, saying, hey, well, maybe there's support at 1040 for an epic rebound, even back to 1248. I mean, this thing could rip from a 1040 to 1245, 20% profit. If it goes back up to $15 levels, 48% profit, okay? Doesn't mean it has to, but it definitely can. Now it is holding above this moving average. This is the only reason why I'm still in this trade. We want this to continue progress up. It is making higher highs and higher lows, kind of stair-stepping up in this general direction. 1148 was the area that I wanted to buy at breakout. I did buy at 1149 and 1168 as it broke out through that alert, and then immediately got rejected at that high right here of 1189. So even if I can get back up to 1189, that would still be around another $87 on top of the 20 that we already put into here. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's going to be able to hold. This is okay. 1080s isn't a bad spot. They're just trying to get out all these weak hands that are holding this position. 1040 would have been the area to buy more. I bought 50 at 1050. So it brought my average down nicely enough to where I can kind of get out a little bit. Overall markets though, let's see the overall market condition. QQQs, they are pushing up to that 536 level. I guess everyone is anticipating somewhat of a pullback, but if it gets back to 537, then we may get that retest. Tesla selling off, AMD pushing up, Nvidia pushing up slightly. Google selling off, Microsoft selling off, Meta pushing up, Amazon selling off, and Apple pushing up very nicely. Sound back down to 1080s. But you notice how I'm not down a ton of money? Like earlier, I think it was like I was down like $100 and something. It was a really rough day and really rough start to the day. Came back up, locked in $30 in profit. What is realized? $19 is realized. So being patient, understanding your trade plan, and really sticking to it, guys. Really, really sticking to your trade plan. Matt Shear, AAPL. Yeah, AAPL's pushing up really nice. Causing a ruckus, averaging down really helps. Yes, it does. When you're smart about it, right? If I would have had 1,000 shares right here, or 1,000 shares, oh my God. If I would have had 100 shares here, it would have been hard to average down from 11.89. But I went in light. Only had 40 shares at $10. It was like $400. Then I bought 100 more shares at 10.88 and 11.10, and then another 50 shares at 10.50. So by taking those positions down, it brought my average from what, 11.50s, 11.55, like right up here, way down to 10.99. So a 50 cents difference. That if it could just push up 50 cents, I'll make money compared to waiting for it to push up 50 cents to break even. So pretty cool little concept when averaging down. That's why it's important. Can't stress it enough that you start your day with a light position size. I've done it many times where I'm like, I'm gonna buy 100 shares here and it's gonna pop, and then it goes all the way down here and it's like, dang, I should have bought 10 shares here, 90 shares here. My average would have been super low and I could have rode this wave up. Again, hindsight on a few of these moves, but nonetheless, these are companies we watch every single day. SMCI pushing up right on that moving average, very bullish, and as soon as it opened, it popped up, resulting in not only a $2 per share in about 2 minutes, but at $3 per share in about 10 minutes. So very, very nice indeed. And that's another thing, like trying to hold, like maybe putting a few dollars into this, maybe put 10 shares. If you even had just 10 shares at 42 and it went up to 46, it'd go from $420 to $460 and you would have like $40, right? $40 on 10 shares. Okay, so no progress up. It's actually getting rejected off the moving average. So this is showcasing that it is bearish. It is very bearish, but we are waiting for that little rebound. We are starting to see a little bit of that consolidation here. See how it started to sell off very dramatically, pushed up, sold off, pushed up, sold off, pushed up, and now we're not really getting any more lows. As you can see here, I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. I'm sure you can, right? So it's went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So those are all the lows. Now it's trying to find a stair step up, maybe even back to that moving average. So I'd love to see that if it does begin to play out. We need some consolidation here at this level anyways to get buyers to step in, and then maybe once we get enough buyers that step in, it'll get a retrace and then it'll get a nice little push up, something like that. That'd be beautiful. That'd be what we want to see ideally for the 3 stages of reversal. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but it can. It's definitely not getting any lower than 1072 at the moment. Okay. And we are gonna sell the heck out of this thing in a minute, guys. Kristen, morning. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. We are back to double digits, guys. Smash that like button for me. Double digits watching. We should have double digits in likes. Let's go. Help a brother out. Retesting that moving average again. See how it's not as aggressively pushing down. It's starting to kind of curl, starting to flatline a little bit. Same with this, starting to flatline a little. If we get another breakout, I mean, we're golden. We just need one more big breakout. Even back to today's little high, that'd be a $90 profit on top of 20. That'd be my $100 day. Again, it could also have, there's also risk involved. I could lose $60 from my $20 that I profited, which would be about a $40 loss. Okay, so I'm risking about 40 bucks. I think we're going to average down one more time if it makes sense. If it still holds at 1075, we will buy a few more at 1075, okay? I could technically get another 35 shares. And this will be the only trade we're going to take today. Which would be another $400. So I sold 90 shares at 11.20 and locked in some really good profits right at that high. We really need this to push above that moving average, which is now 1106. 1106 moving average. Let's go. Can we get that nice pop? Or are we going to get a sell-off? Going to drag this, drag and drop, as long as it's above it. If you drag and drop a limit below, it'll sell. If you drag and drop a stop above, it will sell. Here we go, sound pushing up. Let's see if it can push higher. 1105. Here we go, testing that moving average. 1106 EMA. Let's get past it. There we go, 1110. Nice break. Want to see a little bit more here. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go, pushing up. Should get some buyers stepping in now. There's some green on the tape. 6,600 shares, just bought at 11.15. 11.17. Ooh, boom, another big sell. 10 or buy, I'm sorry, 10,000 at 11.15. Look at the level 2. We got some good level 2s here. Keep it going, keep it going. Let's get up back to 11.30. 11.30 is going to be another resistance. If we can push above 11.30, that would be amazing here. There we go. Come on. Push it up. 11.19. We got some sells. 11.20, 11.25, 11.18. Still making newer highs, guys. This is normal. Making newer highs. Still above that moving average. What are you guys thinking here? Just done another RKLB today. $350. Kristen, the student becomes the master. Good job. You've been pulling a lot of $200, $300 days. I think you even had, what, like an $800 day the other day? You're doing great, Kristen. Good job. Good job. Keep it up, please. Please, please, please. Share more, guys. Share with me some more. What else? What else? You guys trading today? What are you looking at? Did you make some money? Did you lose some money? I'd love to know. Talk to me. If you have questions, you know, share your questions with me. I'd love to help answer them. Okay, here we go. 11.30. It needs to break 11.30, 11.20, 11.30. We're up $50 on the day, guys. Is this going to be enough? Here we go. This is that breakout we were talking about. 11.36, $56, $60 up. Come on, let's stick to our trade plan. 11.35 seems to be a heavy area. So what we're going to do is we're going to start just reducing our position here. Limit. I think 11.40 was that area. 11.40. Still very bullish. It's now above that moving average. Okay, that's exactly what we want to see here. I want to sell 50 at first signs of rejection, which I guess would have been right there at 1130s, 1140s, but still bullish. Still above these moving averages. I don't want to cut myself short on this trade like I always do. I only trade RKLB. That's cool. Yeah, I only trade a list of companies as well. And that's what's so cool is you should be able to do that, right? Buying the low, selling the high. Buying the low, selling the high. Who showed you how to do that, Tina? Huh? Who showed you how to do that? Better yet, amazing how you can learn from it, right? How you can learn how to do it, Tina. Don't matter who showed you. Who cares? Honestly, that was a dumb question. What matters is you learned, and now you can exploit it and take advantage of it so that way you can use it to your benefit, right? How cool. How exciting, Tina. Yes. Yes, good. All right, this thing is look at that consolidation. Huge rejection, 30% rejection, a little bit of consolidation at 1040, 1080s, and now it's pushing up. Can we see a $50 day, or does this just be, or we already are at $50. Can we see a $100 day today? It is very possible trading an overbought company like SoundHound AI today. Very amazing. I'm excited on this one. We're going to go ahead and sell 50 at 1142, 1140. Yep, we're gonna lock in some profits at 1140s. Okay, so there's more profits being locked in at 1140s. And again, very bullish. MACD's looking good. I don't necessarily have to be locking in these profits right now, right? But I'm more of a in a way a safe investor or whatever, safe trader. I'll take my 1%, guys. I don't care. I ain't looking for 10, 20, 100% gainers, because when I do see those opportunities, I get burned, right? I'll end up being the guy that loses money on a 100% gainer. It's like, how do you lose money on a 100% move up? You know, you catch the last piece of it. You buy too high, you sell too low. You're not patient. You go in too heavy. There's emotion involved. You're looking at the upside and not the downside. I've been there. I've done it all. So, locking in profits at signs of resistance, I'm not worried. I sold 90 shares at 1120. 90 shares at 1120. We would have been up already another $60, probably 150 bucks on the day. But I do that all the time. Shoulda, coulda, shoulda. I should have sold higher. I should have waited. Hey, I could have also got burned here. I could have sold $20 here and it could have flushed and I could have made 20 but lost a lot, okay? Here too, 1141, previous sign of resistance, 1130s, 1140s. So, you know, hey, I'm comfortable. We locked in $40 on the day, so we're already up 2%, and we're going to be able to ride another 50 shares up to maybe 1180s, maybe 1220s. We'll see. So, still potential to make another $30, $30 to $35. This could very easily be a $100 day. Victor Yeep, good trade, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You're new to the community, so I want to welcome you and wish you the best as well, man. How long you been trading? Actually, I want you guys to all comment a number. Comment a number. It could be months, it could be years, but how long have you been trading for? 2 months, 3 months? Is this your first time, you know, learning about stocks today? Look at that rejection. See, still bullish, still doing good. How's the 5-minute looking? 5 minutes still has room to push up to 1236. I'd love to see 1230, 1225. Next area of resistance is probably going to be at 1182. Let's get those likes, guys. Smash that like button for me. We had double digits watching earlier. This is exciting. This is exciting. I love trading with you guys. My favorite part of the day, whether we're making money or losing money. I just like being here. I like showing up. I like talking about stocks. Causing a ruckus, 2 years for swing trading, 6 months for day trading. I like it. Matt, 4 months. Awesome. Welcome. Guys, I've been investing for over 8 years in dividend stocks, or stocks and companies that pay monthly dividends or quarterly dividends. That's how I started this YouTube channel. I've been day trading, or technically I tried swing trading for about a year. Had no success swing trading. I would lose as much as I made. And then I went on to day trading last year, starting in January of 2024. So officially 1 full year of actual showing up consistent day trading every single day. Now there was times in my past where I day traded on top of swing trades or on top of investing. And so I have familiarity with swing trading and day trading, but I've never done it so consistently as I have been doing it this year. And I tell you, consistency is probably one of the best things you can do, guys. I swear it's so helpful to me. Showing up to the day, understanding I'm gonna sell 25 more right here at previous resistance of 1190 and 1180 was previous resistance. So we're catching a little resistance here at those levels. Okay, guys, I want you guys to see that here. Okay, we're starting to catch some resistance. If we can't break above 1185, then this will sell back off. Okay, just like it did this morning, a huge sell off to 1040s. So we want to make sure that we capitalize, we pay attention, we focus on this trade. So if it does go south, we can get out and we still have a good amount of profit. Okay, it's 1175. The 9 EMA is at 1142, so I can give back so much profit if it came back down to 1160 now. Okay, and it looks like it's actually losing some steam. Yep, we're gonna wait for the sake of the video. We're gonna wait. We're up $80, 3% on the day. I think it's gonna get rejected. Is it gonna bounce off the moving average? Let's see. Let's see. Are we gonna get the bounce? We're gonna get the bounce, or are we gonna get the break for lower lows? Here we go. Let's go. 1160. There's some green. There's some green on the tape. Focus. Focus. Matt said 4 months of trading. Kristen, nice work today, bro. Thank you, Kristen. Charles, 6 months of scalping. Very nice, Charles. It sounds like you're also new here. We got a lot of new members today. And that's another reason why I like to show up every single day. Because I like to show up for the people that we have in the channel for many months, and now coming on, over a year now, up to a year now, and to our new members. We got to show up to them. There are people that are excited to trade. There are people that found my channel last night who are excited for me to show up today and see what I'm all about. And that's what's so cool. There's so many people out there. Okay, we got three red candles, and it's gonna break. Nope, still holding 1158. 1158 is the support for the EMA. Honestly, I should just get out, guys. We already made our money. Let's just get out. We already gave back like 20 cents a share. Oh, let's see. I'm pumped. I'm excited. A lot of sellers. Some buyers coming in at 1160. Is it going to hold? EMA is now at 1162. Yep, it's going to hold. Here we go. Back up. Let's make that money, boys and girls. Let's make that money. Got a market order set. 1182. Do we break 1182 or do we fall back down? 1182, 1185. High of 1185. That seems to be the area of resistance right now. If it doesn't break this time, then we're just going to get out. Got my fingers on 1125. It broke 1185 for just a second. It's at 1187. 1187. Can we get any more? Nope, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell. I'm out, guys. I'm out for the day. If it breaks 1186, cool. If it doesn't, obviously you can see why. I mean, I hope you guys can see why. Because there are signs of resistance. And it looks like it's going to break it. And I'm fine with that. Break it all you want, right? Break that support. It's going to break it and get a retest. It may not hold though, guys. This is why I like range trading, because it clearly showed us where resistance was right at open. And I love that. That shows me the area it could potentially get back up to. You don't really know where the bottom is, so you kind of have to take a chance on the bottom when you do a reversal pattern. But nonetheless, you know, a very good trader would have bought down at the 1040s and sold at the 1180s, right? A perfect trader. But we're not perfect. So that would have been a 14% profit. I should have saved one share, but I think we were up like what, 3%? Was it 3%? And it could have been a lot more, guys. I sold 90 shares at 1120, which could have been an additional 50 bucks ish. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the trade today. Looks like it is going to get rejected off of this level. Up $81, 3%. We're getting back to those really strong levels here, guys. Okay. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, go. Good job. And it could break. It could continue to break. If we can get past 1185, it'll push up to 1225. If it gets up to 1225 and breaks, then we could see some more buyers step in for this to become more bullish. If not, then this thing can just get rejected off of this area or even the moving average and get rejected and come back down. Now remember, very risky. 30% sell off this morning. Now it's only at about 22%. So it recovered about 8% of that move today. You know, it looks like almost 13% of that move. I think it was down like 35%. And but again, it's very risky. This thing could definitely sell off back to, you know, $5 levels, $8 levels. I think there was a $7 level here. I mean, look at this, $8. Okay, so be very careful with this. It's not a company I would hold, and I want everyone new who is tuning in for the first time to know I'm not an investor. Okay, I don't hold positions overnight. So if you see me take a trade, do not copy me, because one, you didn't get the entry that I got, and two, you might not get the exit that I get either. You might not have the discipline or the emotional control to hold or to sell at a loss. I've been there. I've been down $20, $50 and not want to take that small loss to then hold and be down hundreds of dollars, $300, $500, guys. I've been there. Take those small losses. You know, they're paper cuts. Paper cuts hurt, but it's not as bad as getting your arm chopped off. Okay? Remember that. So, you know, start small. I know there's this thing called test buying. Start with one share. Start with one share and just test buy. Test buy a position. Buy one share here. Did it work? No? Sell it. Buy again. Did it work? Yeah? Okay, cool. You know, and keep your risk very small. 2% risk is kind of a lot anyways. So, I mean, if you could cut yourself at like 1%, then maybe that's what you do as well. Nonetheless, guys, I can totally feel $100 days coming on this channel. Once we clear $100 days, then it's $150, $200, $300 days. And from there, we're just scaling up, and you guys get to come along on the journey with me. You've seen my red days, you've seen my green days. And if you guys like my trading style, it's a very simple style. If you guys like it, smash the like button, but definitely consider subscribing, joining our Discord, and that's where you can, you know, join a community of like-minded individuals like yourself, get closer to me on one-on-one basis where I work with you and help you learn how to do the same thing that I'm doing. And again, guys, you don't have to be perfect. I'm not telling you have to trade sound or even trade stocks. This strategy works for futures, options, investors, long-term, short-term, swing traders, day traders, intraday, pre-market scalpers. This works literally for everyone. It's a very easy concept. Buying support, selling resistance. After you identify what those are, give your stocks a little bit of time to set up. We're not chasing crazy companies. We're not chasing penny stocks. We're just literally finding out where those support and resistance levels are. And with a little luck, a little patience, and a little bit of skill, you too can make $1, $2 per share in the market every day. Imagine pulling out $1 per share in the market and knowing, hey, I could pull out $1 today. Then it's all up to you and the position size that you want to incorporate to make those moves. Not every day was as simple as this. I felt like today was really well played out. Not a lot of emotion in this trade. I already accepted my loss. I think that's a big one too. Accepting your loss before you even take a trade. Like, hey, I could lose $50 today on this. Is that okay? And if the answer is yes, then you're comfortable enough to take the trade. If the answer is no, like, oh, I can't lose $50. What can I do to maybe make only to lose 20? Or how can I justify this trade? And usually when you start double thinking that in that way, then you actually already lost on the trade, right? So a lot of emotion. Profits in the pocket is good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Guys, give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Give me an emoji. What emojis do we have on here? I'd love to see an emoji on these good days. Let's see. What can we give, guys? Can we give like a maybe like a cash money symbol? I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, right? But or like a thumbs up. Give me something cool and fun that we can use. There's a poop. Don't put a poop, guys. We don't need poops in the chat. Maybe a ring star. How about a bomb? Throw me a bomb in the chat. How about that? Throw me a bomb in the chat that we blew up this live today, guys. Let's see it. Let's see a couple bombs. I think you could type in bomb too and it probably will come up. I don't know. Let's see a couple bombs, guys. We did good. Or actually we didn't bomb it, did we? Well, we'll come up with something better later. Nonetheless, it was a good live stream. If you guys have any questions, any comments, I'd love to hear them. I would love to hear them. No comments. Okay. How do I get out of this thing? It's not letting me. There we go. And just like that, it's getting a little bit rejected off of that 1182 level. Testing that moving average. Again, this can stay bullish all day. This can actually, you know, I've been in those scenarios where like it just pushes up literally all day long and then I hate myself later because I didn't hold. But it's okay. It's okay. Like this thing could go back up to 15 very easily. And that could have been my Hail Mary, you know, basically almost 200 shares up $5. Yeah, that could be like $1,000 trade today. But I'm happy with what I did. In, out, in less than 50 minutes. In less than an hour, I made $80. Yesterday, in less than an hour, we made 50. And then, of course, all week we've been making money. So it's usually typical. I'll have like 5 or 6 green days. And then I'll have like one really bad red day. So this week moving forward, we are going to try to really minimize our red day. Okay? We don't want to give back our profits this week. Now, it's Friday. Okay, the markets will be closed on Monday, guys. The markets will be closed on Monday due to President's Day. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, I may still get on here and answer some questions and maybe even do our Sunday stock talk on Monday. How would you guys feel about that? Or should we keep the Sunday stock talk on Sundays? You know, I'm kind of thinking, well, hey, it's closed on Monday. No point in really having it Sunday night. We can do it Monday, maybe Monday morning live stream stock talk for the week. It'll be nice and fresh in our head for Tuesday. Let me know, guys, in the comments or in the Discord if you guys would want me to have it on Sunday or Monday this week. But do know that President's Day, the markets will be closed on Monday, so it will have a short week. We only have 4 days of trading, so we need to make sure that we take advantage of those 4 days. Okay, let's just say that our President's Day is our break even, or hopefully the day that we would have took the loss, and just move forward. And Tuesday through Friday, just really grind. Try to get those $50, $100 days. and push this account to where I know it can go, while also helping you guys in your trading journey. This is why I'm so excited to show up every day, because I get to make money, talk about stocks, and help other people just like you also learn how to make money in the stock market. It's a beautiful thing, guys, and I love it. Our Discord is 100% free, lifetime access. Get in now while you can, because it may not be free for long, although I do really want to keep it free. There are a lot of spammers and scammers out there who are really, really just pushing it. They're pushing it to a point where, hey, we may have to charge members $1 just to prove you're real and just to show that you're committed to learning how to trade in stocks. You're not just there to scam people out of money. So, another thought maybe moving forward, $1 for your service, lifetime access, might be a very doable option for many, many new traders. Again, if you're new to trading, please start with paper trading. Do not copy me. And like always, remember, let's end the year on a green note. And we will see you all in this week's Stock Talk, possibly Sunday or Monday, depending on what you guys decide, okay? So I'll pull a poll in the Discord. You guys can check it out. And yeah, we'll see you all later, guys. Thanks for showing up today. Have a great weekend.